Top IT companies and tech firms in India like Infosys, Wipro and the likes are revoking offer letters given to potential employees. Many youngsters who were given offer letters after several rounds of exhaustive interviews are today staring at a bleak future. The looming recession fears and the apprehensions over the growth slowdown in IT industries are pushing companies to take hard HR decisions. How bad is this situation really? Let's unbreak this news. The writing is on the wall. IT companies are stepping up measures to face a possible economic meltdown. Some companies have postponed the variable pay to their employees, others have slashed the pay, and many have just deferred it indefinitely. Numerous companies have frozen their recruitment processes. Others have revoked the letters already sent to potential employees. Companies have enlisted various reasons for not hiring people who were promised jobs. Amongst all the excuses, what's missing is the real reason: fears of a looming recession. Look at this letter sent by a top IT company to a potential employee. The letter reads, "We noticed that your offer letter was released and there has been no response from your end despite multiple reminders. We will not be able to provide any further extensions and will not proceed further with your candidature. Your recruitment journey ends here." Here's another company. "We regret to inform you that we cannot take your candidature forward as you have not been compliant to the company's assessment guidelines." Here's another one. "It has been identified that you're not meeting the eligibility criteria mentioned during the recruitment process. Hence, your offer letter stands null and void." According to media reports, even Facebook, Google, and Microsoft have put their new recruitments of freshers on hold. Recently, the top boss of Wipro, Prema Sridevi, disclosed that his company had fired around 300 employees for moonlighting. Moonlighting is a practice where an employee secretly takes up another job while on another company's payroll.
The point I was alluding to more is the reality is that there are people today working for Wipro and working directly for one of our competitors. Right? We've actually discovered 300 people in the last few months who are doing exactly that. To me, it's a complete violation of integrity in its deepest form. So that was what I was referring to. There's no space for someone to work for Wipro and competitor X, Y, and Z, and I think they would feel exactly the same way if they were to discover the same situation. So that's what I meant, and so I do stand by what I said, that I do think it's a violation of integrity if you're moonlighting in that shape and form.
Yeah.
However, market watchers say the real reason behind these firings or freezing of hirings is something else. Recently, IT company HCL Technologies was in the news for laying off nearly 350 employees. This grim scenario is not just in India. Reports suggest that in the tech sector alone, more than 42,000 workers in the US have been laid off in mass job cuts in 2022. The war in Ukraine, rising interest rates, and high inflation have all affected the job markets. A KPMG survey recently said, over the next year, more than 8 out of 10, that is 86% global CEOs anticipate a recession to hit, with 71% predicting it will impact company earnings by up to 10%. In a recent report, the United Nations has warned that the policies of rich nations are pushing the world towards a recession that will cause worse damage than COVID-19. The report further states that India would grow at 5.7% in 2022 and further slow down to 4.7% in 2023. The UN has said excessive policy choices could trigger an economic downturn worse than the 2008 recession. Scary as it may seem, all hope is not lost. There is still time to induce radical reforms, take corrective steps, and calm the markets. The winters and the upcoming new year will test the resilience of the Indian economy.